Hi, I'm Mark King, Investment Editor at Columbia Threadneedle Investments, and here's what's in my weekly column. This week I take a look at all the new rules that were introduced on the 6th of April. As you should already know, the annual ISA limit has been raised to £20,000, meaning people can shield even more of their investments from capital gains tax. I've also written previously about the Lifetime ISA, which allows people to save for either their first home or their retirement and receive a cash top-up from the government. While we're on the subject of ISAs, it's worth noting that the start of the financial year is a good time to think about how you're going to use your ISA allowance over the next 12 months. And while many people only put money into their ISA at the last minute, shortly before the allowance runs out on the 5th of April, there is a strong case for making smaller, regular contributions on an ongoing basis, especially if you're putting money into the stock market. Investing monthly means that in some cases you'll be buying when prices are cheap and at others when they're relatively expensive, but there's much more chance that these extremes will cancel themselves out. Overall, this drip feeding approach means you face less risk and it's likely to be more appropriate for many private investors. Also introduced this week are new tax rules for buy-to-let investors and a tweak to the rules on inheritance tax. More on that in the column. Also this week, I celebrate Easter by explaining why investors should never put all their eggs in one basket, and why. Let's say you invest all your money in, say, the shares of a single company listed on the stock market, and that company underperformed. Well, you'd lose some or all of your money. But if you invested in 50 companies, some of them might underperform, while others might do well, thus helping your overall portfolio to emerge reasonably unscathed and hopefully worth more than you originally invested. It's called diversification, of course, and there's more on how it works in this week's column. As always, if you're in any doubt, speak to a financial advisor. See you next week.